A lot of people want to be YouTubers for whatever reason. Maybe it's because you've seen another content creator who made a lot of money, or you want it for the status or fame. But for whatever reason, a lot of people want to be YouTubers, which is completely understandable. I'm here on YouTube because I do feel like it can bring a little bit of extra revenue. So I'm not really on here for the reasons majority of people use YouTube for. But in the 6 months that I've been doing YouTube consistently, I post about 2 to 3 videos a week. I've been noticing a lot of different things. A lot of things that I want to talk about in this video, kind of like the dark side of YouTube, or the side that most people don't talk about. But I've learned this through doing it, through trial and error, through trying different things on this channel that might come to some people's interest if you're deciding to start a YouTube channel anytime soon. Let's get into it. So with all things that can bring you money, it also takes money. And a lot of people don't take that in consideration. So a lot of what I'm going to talk about today in this video did require me to put money into this channel. And of course, some people like, that's obvious. Maybe it's the equipment you bought, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. But it's actually not the most common things that you spend money on. Or maybe it's even a mindset situation, or things that you did not know you were supposed to do when you're building your channel. And let's get this straight. Clearly, I don't have all the answers, because if I did, I would be big as some of the biggest creators. But I do know that there are certain things that you're not supposed to do due to certain things that YouTube put in place for the algorithm to be able to read certain things for your channel. And I'm going to talk about some of that in this video. The first thing that I want to talk about in this video is YouTube promotions, which has been in beta for as long as I've been taking YouTube serious. And I've actually used this tool to help my channel grow, or did it help my channel grow? That's what I'm going to be talking about. But basically, if you're not familiar with YouTube promotions, it's basically when you take a video that you've already filmed and you already posted on your channel, and you basically push it out to a different audience in hopes that it gets a lot of views, and the retention rate on the video is actually decent. And I want to talk about some of the things that I've done with my channel. Let me explain. I ran 17 different campaigns, meaning I ran 17 different ads, but not on different videos. Some I ran multiple ads on the same video because it performed well, and some I promoted new videos because I thought maybe it might perform well. But overall, I spent $427.80 for all the ads that I've ran on YouTube. And from my experience and what I actually got from promoting this content, it actually did not help my channel out at all. As a matter of fact, I believe it hurt my channel. But let me tell you why I believe that's the case. Also, let me know if you want me to go in depth on this topic. Just comment below and let me know, and I'll go deeper into the numbers. But in this video, I'm going to be kind of straight to the point. The reason why I felt like it did not help my channel at all, but actually hurt it, is because whenever I ran an ad to a certain video, there would be a lot of views, but through those views, there wasn't a very good retention rate. And if you know anything about YouTube, what YouTube actually wants is for people to watch the video for a certain amount of time. And that wasn't happening with the videos that ads were ran on. So basically, long story short, I was getting a lot of views, and I was even getting some subscribers. But through those views and subscribers, one, I was not keeping those viewers to watch the videos long enough, so YouTube did not push the video out further. And two, the new subscribers that was coming into the channel would watch some of the videos that were newer that I would upload and not really like the content that I'm putting out because it wasn't related to the content that actually got them to subscribe. And of course, that's one of those things you have to learn over time, but it did not help my channel out. I actually believe it hurt it. So that's a part of one of those things you don't know until you try and you put your money where your mouth is. And like I said, I can go into more detail on this. Just comment below and let me know. So YouTube promotions can be a positive, I guess, for some people, but in my experience, it's one of those dark sides of YouTube. But there's other things that you could do wrong that you don't really know you're doing wrong until you do it and until you already built your platform. But Basically, another thing that I think I've done terribly wrong is switch my channel's niche. This channel that you're currently watching was originally a different niche. Now it's personal finance, but in the past it had nothing to do with personal finance. And some of the original OGs would understand what this channel was. I don't really want to say it because I don't want to tick it off to the YouTube algorithm or mess it up worse than what it already is. But because this channel wasn't originally personal finance, it made it very difficult for YouTube to find the audience that truly wanted to watch the content for what it is. Because when I started uploading videos, instead of it going to the right people, it went to the people of that original niche, meaning that they did not really want to watch this stuff and the retention was extremely low, meaning YouTube is not going to push the content. Over time, it has got better, but I can definitely see the effects on the overall channel. So that's one thing that you want to watch out for whenever you start your YouTube channel. And what I mean about switching your channel niche is if you talk about sports on your YouTube channel, don't switch it to personal finance. Basically, what you're doing when you do that is confusing the YouTube algorithm, because you're putting out sports content, then the next thing you know, you're talking about making money, and the YouTube algorithm got so used to you putting out sports content to the point that whenever you put out a video, they put it in front of people that like sports, not people that are really worried about personal finance. So whenever you start talking personal finance on the channel, when you've been talking about sports for so long, instead of it getting pushed to the right audience, it will get pushed to the wrong audience, meaning your retention rate is going to go down drastically, meaning your channel is going to start dying. And if you're curious on the reason why I changed the channel's niche rather than just starting a new channel, is because the channel originally already had 1,000 subscribers. So I was trying to cut corners. I was trying to move fast, basically. So in order to get monetized on YouTube, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And because my original channel already surpassed the 1,000 subscribers, I thought, okay, I could just switch the channel from this niche to a different niche and hit the 4,000 hours of watch time through a different niche. And that's where I went wrong. And the last thing that I've truly noticed is a true dark side of YouTube, and everybody talks about it, but how much it truly costs to start a YouTube channel. And some people are probably thinking the equipment, and some people will also say you could use your iPhone, you could use the mic on your iPhone, you don't really need a cool background like all this stuff I have in the background. And I would agree completely, but I'm not even talking about the equipment this time. I'm actually talking about how much time it actually takes to run a YouTube channel. And most people don't talk about it in this sense. They only talk about it in the sense of equipment. But what I've noticed about my YouTube channel is I truly have to make time in the day to do it. And of course, that sounds pretty self-explanatory, like, duh, you have to make time to do this. But no, you have to take days out of your life in order to make certain videos or make certain type of content. At some degree, your videos have to make sense, especially on my channel, it being personal finance. I can't just say anything top of mind. The information actually has to be accurate. So I have to write out my scripts. That's one thing you have to take time on. And then you actually have to film yourself, make the video, which we all know if you've done YouTube any, that you actually have to be able to package the information in your script. So even though you write your script, there's a certain way you have to deliver the message. And that's also very difficult. If you actually take the time out to edit your video for it to be somewhat decent, and you talk to anybody that's done YouTube and edited their own videos, they will tell you just how long it truly takes to edit a video decently. And majority of people try to hit that 8-minute threshold because that's when you can add another ad to your video, which will then give you more revenue. So majority of people are taking 8 to at least 10 minutes of their time to edit a video for it to look top tier and compete with all the other YouTubers out there. And that takes so much time. Sometimes some of my edits takes 3 days long just to finish an edit. And you have to remember, YouTube is not my #1 source of income. I actually have a job. So I don't just focus on the YouTube channel. And there are times that I can't always have somebody edit my videos, where I would then have to take out time in my day to edit the video, which it takes the longest to do. Of course, you could just upload your video, but then you won't be able to get people attention with a fully edited video. You have to be able to hold people's attention. Like I was talking about throughout this entire video, if the retention rate is very low, then YouTube will not push those videos. And that's pretty much the whole objective, is to keep people on the platform. And I'm sure you heard this 1,000 times. But it's truly a dark side of YouTube, because in order for you to truly be successful, you kind of got to say things that you know people will be interested in rather than things that people truly need. And that's what they really don't talk about, because if they tell you that, then it's showing that the interest is not in the individual watching, but it's in the individual making the video. But that's the dark side of YouTube and what I've been noticing over the 6 months I've been doing it consistently. So with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next one.